All right, guys, running late tonight. This is the watch list video for Tuesday, September 10th. The daily on the SPY, we gapped up today, put in a narrow range compared to Friday. Let me see what the numbers were. NASDAQ up like 193 and the Dow up 484. I made a video already today about the call in APLD. So there's the daily, had a huge run. In the video, so you can watch it on, I posted on StockTwits, Twitter, YouTube, if you any of those channels. But the very short version is, I called it over the mic over 550, thinking I was a hero. And then I realized after I called it, that three other people had posted about it before I said it over the mic. I didn't even realize that. And then Eon gave a heads up like right before it triggered. And I love stuff like that too. So great teamwork. But anyway, you can check out the video to see why the 550 break was relevant. Let me slide this over. If you're new in chat, please pause the video and read that. I also called DJT early through 1850 and it went pretty quickly through 19. And some other stuff. PLTR, I called a yellow line setup. Most of you know what that is, and it had a huge move from there too. So it was a good day. But again, I'm running late, so let's go into the list of stocks I'm watching for tomorrow. Now, DJT, I'm going to start with that one. There's not really a setup here. It did have extra volume, but closed well off its highs. I'm only putting that on watch because the debate is tomorrow night. And so this might catch a bid during the day, you know, before the debate. So it may catch a run tomorrow, but there's no chart set up really, other than had a little pop today. But that's the only reason I'm putting it on watch, because there is an event tomorrow night that it may run into, right? I certainly wouldn't hold it overnight no matter what. SMMT, nice breakout today. Closing well off its highs, but definitely deserves a spot on the watch list tomorrow. PLTR, big breakout today and a strong close. Could certainly have a follow-through day. Even if it doesn't, should be on watch for the next several days. TERN, closing well off its highs, but with that volume, going on the watch list. RLAY, kind of the same thing. WHLR, there's really no setup here other than you had two monster days, and now we've got a red day on much lower volume. So this is just an in-play stock that I want to keep an eye on, right? I don't look at that chart and say, ooh, if it gets to this price, it's going to rip. It's not one of those setups, right? It's just an in-play stock that we want to watch. APLD, I already talked about that today, but it had such a strong day, we definitely want to watch that one for at least the next week. We might catch 2 or 3 trades in that over the next week, right? RDFN definitely found support. It had a really big run back here, came down, found support, and is starting to curl back up. So it goes on the list. BLMZ, inside day. You had a big day on Friday, but it closed way off its highs, and then a gap up today and inside of Friday's range. That certainly has my interest for tomorrow. Penny stock WKHS, big volume today. They had a nice headline in pre-market. Maybe that has a follow-through day tomorrow. Starbucks bounced today. It was on the bounce play watch list, bounced off that 20-day. Maybe a follow-through of that bounce tomorrow, so that's why it goes on watch. BIRK, I didn't type that right. BIRK was on bounce watch, and just another red day. Again, I've talked about you have support back here, and it's getting down there, right? Or certainly some nice support at the $42 area, and we're, you know, it's been straight down. So we're just, it's not a pretty chart, but we're just looking for a snapback bounce. I've had it on bounce watch for 3 or 4 days and have no trades in it yet because it hasn't given a setup. KBR, kind of the same thing. Looking for a snapback bounce. Same thing with GAP. ENR had a big ugly day today. If you can kind of picture, I don't have one drawn, but you can kind of picture a trend line connecting the bottom of these candles. It's gotten to that trend line in a hurry. That's also a decent recipe for a possible snapback bounce. And then QNRX might have made the watch list video anyway. I thought I had it on an after hours chart somewhere. I'll do that as I'm talking. QNRX. So I might have had it on watch anyway because of that big volume today. But in after hours, really caught my attention and closed out after hours at $1.25. So if that's still gapping in the morning, it goes on the gap playlist. I will see you all in the pre-market, and we'll add other gap playlist stocks when we see them gapping in the morning. All right, have a great night. We'll see you in chat.